The administration is pushing a plan to forgive some student loan debt for students that were misled by their universities, meaning taxpayers are going to be footing the bill potentially for billions of dollars. Here to discuss this is Rob Franek. He is the senior vice president and publisher of the Princeton Review, Barron's senior editor Jack Hough, and Fox News legal analyst Wiehl. Now, Rob, I know that the legal process has to work its way to find out whether these claims are true or not, but in what way were students misled?
It's the question of gainful employment. Those students, before they took out a loan, before they enrolled in Corinthian Colleges, other for-profit...
Corinthian, by the way, is a for-profit college, and they made claims about what their degree would give you.
Exactly, and Corinthian now filed for bankruptcy and now closed in this past spring. So it's the question of those students that before they enrolled, before they took out $1 in those federal student loans, were they promised gainful employment upon graduation? That's the question.
And some of the claims, by the way, were, okay, you can get a job in the pharmaceutical industry, when in fact the guy that they were referring to had a job behind the cashier's counter at Dwayne Reed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there are many stories like that.
All right. Now, Lise, there used to be something called buyers beware, right? Caveat emptor. Whatever happened to that?
Well, it's still alive and well, but obviously not in this case. I mean, if you
wait a minute. If it's alive and well, why wouldn't it apply to this case?
It should apply to this case. I mean, it's a thing. If you buy a bad car and the car turns out to be a lemon, do you sue the bank that gave you the loan? No. You sue the car dealer. You sue the car manufacturer. So that's what is not going on here and should be going on.
Well, what is going on here, Jack, and I'm going to make a jump and a leap, which is politics. The Obama administration wants to bail out student loans, and officials have told this particular story, the Wall Street Journal, under the emerging plan, the government will consider forgiving any loans made directly by the government. So isn't this a larger plan of the Obama administration try to forgive student loans?
I think it could be. And, I might go one step further with that. Whenever we want to make something more attainable in this country using some kind of government program, we only ever do one thing. We artificially puff up buying power. What happens when you do that? Prices spiral out of control. You get Zimbabwe-like inflation, which is what you've had in college costs, and you get these new actors entering the market with low-quality products trying to soak up some of that government cash. It's not an affordability program. It's an unaffordability program. But
I don't know how much government cash we have. There's $1.2 trillion of debt in these student loan programs. Are we going to do we have the money to forgive all those?
Well, I don't think we do, A. And B, again, who is to be sued here? Who is to provide the money? It is the college. If the college really perpetuated fraud, as we were talking about a minute ago, if that really was fraudulent, they can be sued under that, civilly or even prosecuted. So but it's the college or the colleges to go after.
Rob, why don't we take each individual case rather than dealing with thousands, if not millions, of students who have student debt that is more than we could afford to pay off?
I hear you, but we've been looking at the big picture from Princeton Review, particularly from a student advocacy side of the fence. When students are looking for colleges, and this was representing about 11% of all students are going to go to a for-profit school, while they're representing about 44% of the student loans that students will take out. So we're trying to focus on those students, making sure that they were getting what they promised, getting jobs after they graduate. Totally hear the argument here, but focusing on a student and trying to forgive their debt might be a great for their own.
Well, and again, what the administration wants to do is to expand it to all nonprofit as well as for-profit institutions, and we don't have enough money to pay for it. Thank you very much, guys. Good to see you all.